The city of San Marcos says there is still about $10,000 left for any professors thinking about applying for the $5,000 incentive. One goal of the system is to transfer the collected data from tracks so that students and faculty members are aware of attendance records. A recent incident involving a Texas State student has heightened awareness about crime, especially sexual assault on campus. To receive an $8,000 tax credit from the federal government, you must be a first-time homebuyer. November 30th is the cutoff date to close the deal. You may be eligible if the home is within the city limits and is either a single-family dwelling, a condo, or a townhouse built after 1978. Income is another criterion. To qualify for the full tax credit, single taxpayers cannot have incomes that do exceed $75,000, and for married couples, the limit is $150,000.
It has helped, obviously helped to boost the economy for, purchasing homes. It's helped our area.
You have up to 2 years to amend your 2008 tax return.
It is up to $8,000. Doesn't mean everybody comes in is going to get $8,000.
Ledesma gives a bit of advice to future home buyers.
Don't buy a house because you're going to be able to deduct your taxes and your mortgage interest. Buy a house because you need it.
In addition, the city of San Marcos and Texas State are offering incentives to professors who purchase a home here in San Marcos.
They have offered $5,000 for any professor. It doesn't even have to be a first-time buyer, but if they are a first-time buyer, that would be great. They could get the $8,000 and the $5,000.
Tenured and tenure-track professors who are full-time employees and who have not owned a residence in San Marcos city limits within the past 3 years qualify for this program.
Professors are tickled, to be able to get that extra $5,000.
The city of San Marcos says there is still about $10,000 left for any professors thinking about applying for the $5,000 incentive. Program requirements include living in the home for 5 years and working for the university. After 5 years, the loan balance goes to zero and the lien is released. No repayment will be required if the professor lives in the house for 5 years. There is no deadline for the $5,000 tax credit. However, November 30th is the deadline for the $8,000 tax credit. For Bobcat Update, I'm Kristy Hoerig. The university's Information Technology Division has installed monitors and swiping systems in the Alcac Teaching Theater as well as the LBJ Student Center. Using the program, students are supposed to swipe their ID cards when entering or leaving classrooms at those locations. If students don't have their ID cards, they can instead enter their identification numbers on a keypad.
I would think that it would be easy to kind of have somebody else swipe your card for you.
As an extra precaution, pictures are taken when students enter a classroom to prevent manipulation of the system. Other methods of tracking attendance are sign-in sheets or, in some cases, the use of a transponder device. Media technician Ken Smith says tracking students will benefit the university.
The only major drawback is both the crowds coming in and going out.
Many students agree that a downside of the system is that they are often rushed to get to class on time. One goal of the system is to transfer the collected data to tracks so that students and faculty members are aware of attendance records. For Bobcat Update, I'm Kristy Hoerig. A 22-year-old man is out of the hospital after being stabbed while walking his dog along the San Marcos River. According to the San Marcos Daily Record, the victim was near the Stokes Park area when someone jumped out of the bushes and stabbed him in the right arm with a buck knife. The attacker is described as a white man about 6 feet tall and transient looking. The victim's dog actually chased away the attacker. The victim was treated at Central Texas Medical Center. The case is still under investigation.